Hello, first graders. Today is week 8, day 5, but if you're following along on that 3 weeks of instruction, we are on week 2, day 5, yellow learning packet. Okay, so today this is our literacy video, and we are going to be working on adjectives, sight word practice, and our reading comprehension. Okay, so to begin literacy today, we have adjectives. Now, it says identifying adjectives, words that describe. Okay, so directions highlight the adjective in each sentence. Now, remember, our adjective is a describing word. Okay, so it describes our noun. Okay, so sometimes an adjective can be how much, or it could be a color, it could be something different from that. Anything that describes our noun. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. The sentence reads, "The doctor is helpful." Now, we know that an adjective is a describing word, and then remember what our noun is. Our noun is a person, place, or a thing. So our adjective wants to describe the person, place, or thing the sentence is talking about. So the doctor is helpful. Now the doctor is the noun, and what would our adjective be? Helpful. Good job. So the reason it's helpful is because it's telling us what kind of doctor he is. It's describing him. It is a helpful doctor. Okay, so I go ahead and I would highlight my adjective, which is helpful. Okay, so I'm going to do maybe 1 or 2 more. I think you guys should be able to get this and not have to worry about having any problems as you work through it, okay? However, I will continue to read the sentences for you, though, so you do know what you are reading. He works at a big hospital, okay? So he works at a big hospital. Now, in this sentence, there are 2 nouns, okay? So he, that's a person, hospital, that's a place, okay? But neither one of those are real describing words, right? Our adjectives are describing words. So let's figure out what our describing word is. He works at a big hospital. Very good. Big is our adjective. It is describing our hospital. It's not a small hospital, it's a big hospital. Okay, so next one we have the nurse has a white notepad. Okay, so we have the nurse has a white notepad. Okay, so nurse, right? That's a noun, person, place, or a thing. A notepad, that's a thing, right? So that's a noun as well. So let's find our adjective. The nurse has a white notepad. White. White describes our notepad. It tells us what color the notepad is. That is a describing word. Okay, so I will not do any more highlighting for you. I would like you to figure out the rest on your own. However, I will quickly just read through the sentences, and then you can practice them on your own. The hospital has 3 floors. The windows are square. The boy pretends to check his soft teddy bear. The teddy bear is brown. He puts a large Band-Aid on the teddy bear. The bear cries when he gets a small shot. The medicine tastes bitter. Okay, so those are our sentences, and go ahead and highlight our adjectives. Remember, the describing word of each noun, so the adjective will describe a noun. Now, today for sight words, we have no. Notice we have a KN blend. Now, we don't pronounce this as canal. That just sounds a little bit silly, doesn't it, boys and girls? So that KN blend makes that sound. So we have no, okay? So no. All right. Now, no, you need to circle it. So find it and circle it wherever you can over here. So circle every now. I want you to trace it. And then down here, you link each word, or each letter, to a color. So 1 is pink, 2 is blue, 3 is green, 4 is red. Now over here it says identify it, so we want to find it and highlight it. So find it and highlight it. Which one is no? Okay? So now this, just to give you an idea, boys and girls, this is not no like, no, you cannot do this. This is no as in, hey, I know where the books are at in the library. Okay? So this is you know, this is you understand something. Okay, so coming back down here, we're going to use it in a sentence. I do not know him. Okay, so I do not know him. Now, remember, this is not N-O, no. This is K-N-O. So you are saying, I don't know him. I don't know who he is. I'm not sure who that is, okay? And then the next one, I think I know her. So this would say, I do know her, or I am sure who that is, okay? So I think I know her. Now box it up, so come on down here. Notice we have a tall letter, a K, even though it is a lowercase. That line, that leg of the K, goes all the way to the top, and then our kind of sideways check mark, or it looks kind of like an alligator mouth, doesn't go all the way up there. So it only goes up to the midline. Okay, so box it up. We have no, and then I want you to build it. So cut it out, and then build it in the box, and glue it in there. Okay, so easy enough for today. Our last thing for today's literacy is a comprehension check. It is on the very back cover of this. Okay, so remember, these are taking place of our frequency or fluency passage. So after I read this, I would like you to read it 3 times on your own and see if you can practice reading. Okay, so we're just going to read through the passage, and then you'll answer questions at the end. Okay, so here I go first. Earthworms play an important role in helping keep our soil healthy. Earthworms that live in the topsoil are called topsoil dwellers. These earthworms pull pieces of leaves and grass down into the soil. As the earthworm eats their way through the soil, they make tunnels. These tunnels leave spaces for water and air to travel. At the same time, earthworms are helping mix the topsoil with the soil below. When the earthworm eats the soil, they leave behind waste, which is called casting. The casting is a fertilizer that helps gardens grow. Okay. So pause it, read it 3 times on your own. Thank you very much, and now we will go through the questions together. Okay, so it says, what is the name of earthworms that live in topsoil? Okay, so boys and girls, maybe you want to, I think it's a good idea for you guys to keep practicing highlighting and annotating that text. So maybe you want to just do an orange line here. You're going to highlight this answer, the text evidence in orange. So what is the name of earthworms that live in the topsoil? You could say the name is, or the name of earthworms is, topsoil earthworms are called. Let's get creative, create our own sentence, and start with the capital. Make sure your words make sense, and you have punctuation at the end. Okay. Maybe you want to pick a different color for where you're going to highlight answer number 2. So I got a blue marker out. What do earthworms put into the soil? So you'll go back to your passage. Let's highlight it in blue for that text evidence, and you could say earthworms pull blank into the soil. Okay, so earthworms pull blank into the soil. Okay, I got a capital, words make sense, period at the end. Next one, I know yellow might be hard to see on here, so here's a purple. If you do a purple highlight, how do the tunnels help our soil? So come back to our text. Why or how do the tunnels help the soil? I find it, annotate my text, find that text evidence, and we say The tunnels help our soil because, or you guys can get creative with your own sentence, but let's make sure we're writing with a complete sentence, or answering the question with a complete sentence. Okay, so we have number 4. I'm going to get green out. So I'll go ahead, go find the answer. What is the name of the waste they leave behind? So go find that answer in our text evidence, highlight it in green, and you could say the waste they leave behind is called, or anything along those lines. And remember, you got your capital, words make sense, and a period at the end. And finally, for number 5, we have I'm going to just put red next to it. You could say, how does the casting help our gardens? Okay, so go back, find that text evidence, highlight it in red, and then you could say, how does the casting help our gardening? So our sentence should be, the casting helps because, the casting helps our gardens because, anything you'd like. Just let's make sure it is a complete sentence, so that there is no confusion. So we have capitals, words that make sense, punctuation at the end. All right, that does it for yellow literacy packet. Or for our yellow literacy packet, and next week we will be starting our green literacy packet. Okay, so have a great rest of your day, first graders, and I will see you next time. Bye.